for years, well, for 3 episodes, podcasts have been something you can only listen to. But now, you can see us.
Can I moon the camera?
No.
That would be funny. Or you're going to turn like
Aiden
the light on that it's attached to?
Aiden from the yard.
I don't know how... The light is not important. I don't know how to use the light.
The light is
fair
important.
enough.
It puts ring lights around my eyes.
Yeah, it's really sexy.
It adds like circles in your eyes.
That's not what the point of the light is.
I don't care what. That's the only feature I care about.
Yeah.
I don't care about light or anything. I kind of live in like darkness most of my life. I kind of live
That's
like
fair.
a dark and scary life.
Yeah. Welcome to a special episode of Idle Hell. The table's kind of a mess. We thought we were going to use multiple mics, but just that one.
My feet aren't visible on the podcast, right?
You can put on socks.
I don't have socks.
I don't think
they might be visible.
I don't care.
We decided to have a little get together and do an in-person episode. There's one person who was supposed to be here, and that's Brandon.
He can call in.
He can call in.
He could call in.
I will spam call him until he picks up.
Where is he, by the way? Like fucking.
He's on a cruise.
He's on a cruise.
He's in the ocean.
Did he say
I
he
don't
was
think
in?
he can call in.
He's in the ocean.
I thought he was.
Wait, that might be over winter break.
I thought he was in Alaska because didn't he sound like a crazy ass message in the Discord.
If he's in Alaska, he is on a cruise.
Oh yeah, if he's in Alaska, he's on a cruise. I mean, Anchorage is not a good place to visit. Anchorage is kind of sad. It's mostly a parking lot.
That's awesome.
So yeah. Well, Brandon...
Alaska's kind of mid, as Nathaniel Bandy's best friend can attest to. After Nathaniel Bandy abandoned him in Alaska with an injury, a grave injury, it's so that he could go to Hawaii and visit the Hawaii GameStop.
We can't talk about Nathaniel Bandy for 3 episodes in a row.
We can talk about Nathaniel Bandy for 3 hours in a row.
Are we watching Nathaniel Bandy after this?
No.
You don't want to watch
Nathaniel Bandy has been...
If we watch Nathaniel Bandy, we have to play Rivals.
Have you watched Bandy's Universe?
No, I don't think I've actually watched a single Nathaniel Bandy video.
Oh,
it has been the topic of
all the way
almost
through.
every episode.
I have seen at least 5
Only the first
minutes
episode does not have Nathaniel Bandy in it. But that is very funny.
I haven't even gone over who's in the... So, of course, I'm Fugues. If you watch my videos, which you probably don't, you know why I look like. That's Bento. That's Swagbert. That's Ionis.
I'm Ionis. You're gonna know me from when I direct the second Megamind movie where we kill Megamind at the end.
The third Megamind movie?
No, it's the second one.
The third Megamind movie.
The second canon one. It's like a direct to DVD.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, can you please make the third Megamind?
No, I'm gonna make the second Megamind movie. It's gonna be like fucking Cars 2, where they don't acknowledge that anything happened.
I have not seen any of the Megamind movies. I think.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
They're so hot.
Megamind 1 is solid.
Megamind was a good movie.
Megamind 1 is solid.
Stop playing a 1. It's Megamind.
The only thing I remember.
Oh, that one's not called 2.
The only thing I remember about Megamind existing is that they aired the Megamind preview trailer during a Super Bowl, where they also aired the trailer for Aliens vs. Monsters, and they mailed everybody in the U.S. got 3D glasses in the mail, so that they could watch the Super Bowl with the Alien vs. Monster trailer in 3D. And I don't know why they did that. They haven't done it again, probably for good reason.
I think they gave that movie a 0.5 in Letterboxd.
I don't think that movie was good.
I just didn't like how the bug had eyelashes, and therefore it was a girl.
Was the bug Bryan Cranston? Or no, the bug was House. The bug was House? Yeah, that's why I meant the bug was House.
Okay, not that bug. Like the...
Oh, the giant bug.
Massive one.
The giant bug. That one's not voiced by House. The one that's not voiced by House.
Wait, doesn't House voice the fucking... Who voices the crocodile man?
How does he speak, with a door?
What? House.
Hugh Laurie.
Yeah.
Like the...
That was a
the house.
Yeah, I don't remember. I didn't look it up. I just saw a photo.
Squeaky bed sample.
I watched a video called Hugh, and it has a photo of House standing next to the bug from Monster vs. Aliens. And the Bob is in that movie. I remember.
Hugh Laurie would have been perfect as the Doctor, but now he's too old.
Yeah, he's been too
busy. He could be the old Doctor.
He's in his 60s.
Doctor that's old.
They had one of the more recent old ones was Peter Capaldi, and he was in his 50s, but he stopped because he hurt his ankle because he's old.
I wouldn't hurt my ankle.
Yeah, I guess you have to move around in Doctor Who, and you don't just look at a patient and tell them to kill themselves.
Theory. Dr. House didn't actually fucking have whatever fucking shit he has that he can't walk right. He just gets fucked in the ass every night.
That is the plot of most House episodes.
By what's the guy's name?
by
Wilson?
James
Wilson?
By Wilson.
Yeah, that's what everyone says already.
And that's why he doesn't actually have any disease or anything. He just walks like that because of
He
that.
walks with
Yeah,
the
that's like
crutch
half the
'cause of-
episodes of House.
Yeah.
That is
Back
the plot of like
blown
half
out
the
too
episodes.
hard.
Because he had like Spider-Man level back shots.
Yeah,
That's
like the
crazy.
lizard.
Yeah,
that
the
was a
lizard
good one.
gif.
That's crazy.
Why does this GIF look like Spider-Man back shots?
I don't
Bento's
wanna
voice
think
is
about-
being like cleansed by the water, and my voice is being corrupted by the Sprite.
Well, sucks for you.
We're gonna let out some
I can only drink-
nasty beasts.
Yeah.
Water is the only thing I can drink, so
Yeah.
I
You
get
know,
awesome
water's
tap
a
water.
solid one. I think that it's pretty dope that water tastes different in every place. Everyone gets like a new surprise whenever they drink their water.
Yeah, that is true.
I think that
You get a great surprise if you enter Los Angeles, and the surprise is loam, sand, sulfur, and sad feelings in the water.
well, that's true.
A lot of lead, a lot of plastic, a lot of fog,
A lot
like
of fog. You cannot
solidified
see.
fog.
You could not see down a street with more than 3 blocks.
It was very
Los
funny. We
Angeles?
left.
Yeah.
There's like a ton of smog in downtown LA, and there's also a ton of smog in the airport, and there's also smog everywhere else, but it's not as bad. So it was really funny leaving the airport, and our render distance just like increased gradually, and then it went back down when we got near the city, which was really funny. We were talking like when I got off the airport and I met up with my friends, we were all talking about how we could not see blue in the sky. And then we just drove for a while and we were like, oh, the sky's blue now and there's actually just no clouds. Which was really
It's
funny.
fucked up. Okay.
Yeah, LA
I love
is,
LA.
They love their cars too much. You know, they just love their cars.
I
Too many
love
cars in
Los
LA.
Angeles.
Fuck you, Elon.
How do you make a city
Fuck you.
that large and then just
Well,
like
what was
keep
it called?
going?
Like
Like, I
this-
understand California has a lot of space that isn't being used, but they just kept going out.
Yeah, they filled up that whole basin.
What was it when Elon was like, "Don't worry, guys, I'll do the train. The local government doesn't have to worry," and then he just didn't do the train.
What,
No,
the
he was gonna
Hyperloop
be-
thing?
Yeah, he was gonna be like, I'm gonna do the Hyperloop, and that was a scam from second one of conception.
Yeah, obviously.
And he used it to get a bunch of money, and then
Fuck
he legitimately scammed Vegas out of money recently because Vegas just bought a new like Tesla tunnel.
Yeah.
I am awaiting the day that one of those cars inevitably explodes in that tunnel, and they
That's
cannot
what they
open the
call
doors.
his bottom.
Yeah, that's what they
Elon
do.
Musk's bottom. It's the Tesla tunnel.
That really is
That's
a Tesla
crazy.
tunnel.
That is crazy. That is true, though.
Yeah,
That whole thing was a
awesome
scam
stuff.
immediately because he just wants to sell more Tesla cars.
Yeah.
So
and
he was
it's
going to
like
make a
it's
product that
inefficient.
was intentionally bad or not make the product at all. And
Yeah,
just
it
like
was like-
delay.
He made a company that was like, I'm gonna make a company where it's affordable to dig tunnels, and he was like, but I will never ever ever at any point use this to make a train. I will only use it to put cars in the tunnel.
Yeah.
And the tunnels aren't big enough so that the cars could open their doors. You
I will
can't
be
walk.
right back.
Okay. There goes Brendog.
Yeah. So Bento, are you excited for your like? What did you order?
My Five Guys burger. Because we tried to order pizza, but I can't eat sauce on pizza. So I asked Brendan to get me a bento pizza, which is bacon and no sauce on it. And the bacon, the sauce, and somehow also the cheese are not edible for me.
Damn it.
I remember
because the sauce
being
is
at your-
present and not present, which was the whole point of it. And there's 4 cheeses of like exotic variety or some shit, and there wasn't bacon.
Exotic
What fucking cheese is it?
I remember
Like
You don't even know.
fucking.
They got some shit
like
underground.
fucking heavy cream.
They just found it.
Probably
The
mozzarella.
fucking Ronald Reagan storage cheese in Wisconsin.
I remember being at your house for New Year's. You ordered a pizza, and
Uh-huh.
I did not see a single bacon
Because
on
I
that
ate
thing.
it. Because I ate it too fast.
Do you pick the bacon off?
No.
You know what my brother does with hot dogs? He skins them and he eats the skin of hot dogs.
That's horrifying.
It's horrifying. I don't know why he does
That's kind
it.
of beast.
He doesn't like hot dogs.
That's crazy.
He doesn't.
Well,
The thought of that makes
Yeah,
me.
that's crazy.
The thought of that makes me ill. I
he
hate that.
circumcises the hot dog before he
fucked up.
eats it.
very impressive.
Before he doesn't eat it, really, he eats half of it and then he just.
It's just-
I ate my parents and my brother.
Circumcised
My
hot
brother
dog
made
is
the
crazy.
Sonic the Hedgehog chili dogs from the Sonic the Hedgehog cookbook. And,
Uh-huh.
Were they good?
The chili is good. You don't make the hot dogs. You just, my parents just bought good hot dogs and like, we're gonna buy good hot dogs to see if you like them, and it tasted like a hot dog, and I said, this is overpowering the taste of the chili. I just want the chili.
That's crazy.
I would rather chili on bread than a hot dog and chili on bread.
Sonic loved chili dog.
I know he loves chili dogs, but they're like, it's fine, it's edible, but it's like I would not eat this any other time. It's probably the best hot dogs.
I want another thing on the record. In my mind, 4 cheese was just like a normal type of pizza. I didn't know that was also deadly.
I don't know what cheese it is, so I'm not going to eat it if I don't know what it is. Because every time I eat something that I don't know what it is, I go to the hospital.
Yeah, I don't want that. That's like a lot of stress on my.
Have you ever tried eating something that you do know what it is, but it's not a food?
What?
Like
A
toothpaste?
penis?
Oh, that's not what I was.
But like,
thinking.
I can eat toothpaste.
I do think you could down a full tub of toothpaste before.
Oh, you mean like swallowing the toothpaste? No.
No?
No.
Like, not like whole
Why
tub
would I
of
do that? Because you're not
toothpaste.
supposed to do that to begin with.
I would.
Why would I do that?
Swallow your mouthwash?
I have before. I don't right now, but I know you can.
Oh.
It's green like that for a reason. That's how Dalek Craft got
Mine's
that.
mine's kind of like a Miku green, like bluish green.
Green?
Yeah, it's like a Miku green.
Oh, well, I think the
Yeah.
last time I had mouthwash was when I was a child and it was purple. And
No,
then
it
I
was the
was like,
purple
hey,
that was lean. You drank.
No,
It was
there's
not
a purple
lean.
That's why
mouthwash.
you're like this now. You drank.
okay, my
lean
parents,
as
my
a
parents gave me
3-year-old.
lean
You
mouthwash,
went
and
to
I had
Houston.
it, and I was like, whoa, what the fuck? And then
Yeah,
I came
but-
off of it, and I was like, hey, I can't digest this, and for some reason it just gives me illness, even though it doesn't even enter my system. And so I just can't. There's just no
intestines.
mouthwash that
Have
exists
you
that I
ever
can use.
tried eating anally?
It's
Like you
no.
tried going over the other way?
I have not tried suppository fucking...
Yes.
That's a good
Food.
word.
Suppository.
They should have that on
Suppository.
like spelling test in like high school.
It's
Do you
not a
think
hard word
Bento
to
should
spell.
start butt chugging?
That's a good better
Yeah,
word.
your idea
That's-
is if
I didn't even think of
have
that
I
one.
tried suppository protein shakes before? No, I haven't tried
Before.
suppository. Why would I want to subject myself to that?
But I don't know. Why would you not?
Oh, why? I
If
could
you were
just
gay,
eat
this
normally,
would be
and
so
I
much
don't want to put
easier.
something on my ass.
I put something on
The
my
solution
ass.
to me not being able to eat fruit is not going, hey, here's an apple,
The-
fucking insert it rectally.
The doctor in about 3 weeks is gonna be like, I'm gonna need you to match my freak for a little bit.
I'm not matching the,
The
freak
doctor-
of the anal
The
nutritionist.
doctor
The
requires it.
The doctor can go fuck himself. I'm not doing that. That's just not something I'm gonna do. I'm not. I can at least eat some food. I'm not so dead that I am forced to eat food through my asshole. That's not something I want to subject myself to. That's just that's curse. That's torture.
No, pause. Hold up. I think we've talked about this in basically every single episode of this podcast. We're on the 4th episode. I do not think there's a podcast where this topic does not.
Yeah,
come
those are
up in
our
some
only
way.
our only
This is
topics are
currently a
bento
recurrent-
food ass and Nathaniel Bandy.
That is.
That's the only things we know how to talk about. There's nothing else that goes on, and then
That
fucking
is true.
Instagram reels, and that's it.
And-
That was new. That was brand new.
We talked about it last episode.
And sometimes I bring up Doctor Who.
What's the fucking? Give me the. Can I see what the thing is? Can I see what the? Can I see?
We need topics.
Hold on, I'm gonna turn off the audio on my laptop because it said.
I can talk about how I'm an earning esports player, but it's not interesting.
That is
I've
interesting.
earned approximately like times 120 what you've earned in esports.
I earned $8 from an OSU tournament representing the great country of Massachusetts.
I've technically been paid $1,000.
You can pay for like
That's crazy.
2 bus tickets for that.
No.
I remember in the Discord, Mike mentioned the idea of going through all of Nathaniel Bandy's videos.
I'm not
No.
doing that.
I would
And,
not subject
And
not doing that.
out of curiosity, I went to his channel, sorted by oldest. The oldest video is 16 years old,
Uh-huh.
and it is called, like, the Faceless Board Breaker.
Yeah, and he breaks a board with no face, I'm assuming, is what he did. I think Nathaniel Bandy might have 8 billion videos on his channel.
How old is Nathaniel Bandy?
He
30.
is in his
He's
30s.
in his 30s.
Does he have a job?
That
This
is his
his
job.
Yeah. Does he get like views though?
Yes, he gets views.
Yeah.
He has a million
He gets
subs.
a lot of money.
A million subs?
Yeah.
He's been on this
He
for
is
Damn.
very wealthy.
He has been doing this for 16 years. He has an
Okay.
audience of.
He's
of,
Very wealthy is pushing it.
No, he's probably more wealthy than any of us individually will be.
No,
Unless we
Really?
get like
I
a
might
very
beat-
good job.
I might beat Nathaniel Bandy.
Yeah.
By doing
one day.
what?
I'm gonna do it one day.
ever
You're gonna do it?
Get off my phone! Get off my phone!
Chris has just
Get
taken
off my
the player's
phone!
phone and is now scrolling through. So there's some.
We are back. I
something
had
about
to cut that
Pakistan.
segment out.
So I don't know what Pakistan. Okay.
Oh, what, you want to see Pakistan, Edgar?
No, I wanted to see what the other thing. Okay,
I just had a photo of me.
that's crazy.
Okay, so
shout out
that does get me
Pakistan,
thinking
Edgar.
about like blinkers. I don't like the pens. As
What
like
the
my
fuck is
I
that?
thought you had a Pendulum.
I do have a Benjamin. I don't like it.
Wait, is the Pendulum the actual name? Because I mentioned to my dad that you had one, and he was like, "What the hell is that?"
It's a nickname that Owen uses.
Yeah, no, it's just a
not,
funny
it's
name.
not a real name.
No one called it a Benjamin.
I call it a Benjamin.
It's probably not even like off of Benjamin Franklin. It's probably just off of like Ben.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have to cut that shit.
Dirty.
I need you to believe every time I say. I would like a job at Blizzard. like,
You're saying-
Do you?
You said
What?
Do
Disney,
you
and
want
now
to drop a
Blizz-
Blizzard?
I've written
Blizzard
covers.
of all places.
Well, do I
Well,
want
I
to
mean,
drop?
yeah, they're better now.
I want pay.
Yeah, Chris
They
wants
pay.
Okay, fair enough.
Chris wants money.
They have internships. that,
jobs-
you know,
jobs
the
that
things
you
I've
bring.
heard
they,
about
did,
Blizzard
they, did,
Entertainment.
they did like demolish Toys for Bob, which was not really cool.
I thought there a couple other things have happened at Blizzard that
Yeah,
I
they
also
also,
call
like,
not really cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of fucking like sexual assault allegations.
But that's
like,
fair because
most
they
of
are
their
improving
employees.
ultimately.
Yeah, some guys were pulling a Homelander and stealing breast
Oh.
And
milk.
I don't know what the fuck happened with Overwatch 2 behind the scenes. That's
That was
probably,
crazy.
Criminal.
Yeah.
That's a criminal.
Overwatch.
That is
2,
false advertising. It
everything-
is against
It
the
is
law.
false
Yeah,
advertising.
it
against
is, that
the law.
is genuinely like insane that they.
Well,
released.
it is not because it is not a paid game.
It is not a paid game. That's true.
So
Wait, it's free?
It
it's
is
free.
free. It's a battle pass game now.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a free game
if
with
you
an
paid
asterisk
$10
with a
for that
battle
game, it would
pass.
be illegal.
Okay.
It would be illegal to pay for that. It would be if you pay
Dude,
for
like a
Overwatch
cent.
2, that is illegal unless you're paying for the skin. Which is
Uh-huh.
Like you mean the battle pass? You pay for the battle.
no,
pass.
you're paying for the battle.
That's a
pass.
separate thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're
If
paying
you
for the battle
were
pass.
to
If
pay
you
for
were-
the game,
yeah.
it would be illegal.
Yes.
Also-
that's why it is free.
Is that why they had to make it free battle pass
I think
fucking
they
system
made- I
because
think
they
they would've-
realized that they would
They
get
probably would have
arrested?
done that anyway.
I think it was 50-50
Every
for
game
free.
is doing
Everything's
that.
free.
Like
That's
first
fair.
Splatoon had a battle pass.
Well, Splatoon is also $60.
But that
Spl-
one's
so
also
you don't
free.
pay
It
for the
was
Splatoon
free.
battle
Splatoon's was free, and that was what I appreciated.
Oh, wait, is it a
and I never
paid battle
finished it.
pass or is
Yes.
it a?
In
okay, yeah.
Overwatch, yeah, there is two. There's the free one and the paid one, like
Okay.
multiverses.
Yeah, Splatoon doesn't have a paid one to begin with. Splatoon is just Splatoon.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that
except for the
game
next
has
season.
died after 2 years of service. It is fucking completely dead because they didn't make a game.
Yeah, no, they started making maps at the end of the game. They were like, oh, we waited 2 years. We're gonna make
They
a map
figured
that
it
is
out
good. And
at
like,
the
they're like-
end.
They like jumped for joy and they're like, we just figured out how to make maps for Splatoon again. It took us 2 games
That's
because we
crazy.
forgot.
People can like that game, but I'm just gonna say if you make a competitive shooter where motion controls are the best,
Uh-huh.
that game is not living past a year and a half.
Well, the scene itself is living. They hop between games. I don't know why. I don't know how people
Motion
get used to
controls are the
motion
most
controls.
optional,
I do think
optimal.
I do think it's crazy that the stick controls are that bad. I think they should probably fix that because, you know, games like I understand the objective is not to aim at the person all the time, but there are other games that have controller support that work. And that one doesn't, which is
yeah,
crazy.
That one
It
really
is
doesn't.
it is also impressive that they made a game that they made Splatoon and then they were decided, okay, everybody in the game should get in a kindergartner line and shuffle their way into the center of the map, and there should be no other way to reach anything.
Yeah, that is really
And that is
what they
every
did.
map in Splatoon 3,
Imagine
and that
if
game got ruined
CS:GO
immediately because the game turned into, if your gun shoots the furthest, you win the
That is
interaction.
actually true.
For
that game
free.
was insane that they did.
If they don't ever
that.
play Metro and Phantom Forces, it's kind of like that.
I have not
I've
played
not
Phantom
played
Forces.
Worse.
Phantom Forces. Yeah,
But
like every
I
Splatoon map
get
until
what
the
you
end of the
mean.
game where they did like an update, fixed like 4 maps, and like every part was like, these are playable.
Yeah.
These are finally playable, and they made one map that does not have a Tetris like Sonic Forces layout.
Yeah, they
I
made
mean,
a
every
bunch
map
of
is
they made a
Sonic
bunch of
Forces.
dumper maps. They made fucking Wahoo World, or not Wahoo World. What's that? No, Mahi Mahi Resort.
What?
The cat.
The cat?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yes, I do want the cat.
They made-
I thought
they
you were
made
gonna break
cat.
my cat. in-
Yeah, I was
Brandon,
like-
do you want the cat?
What, the drink?
Yes.
I'm good.
Okay. They
Yeah.
made fucking that map.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is
It's
one
so
of,
bad. It's smaller than this room.
Mahi Mahi is absurd. I think there's like one
How do you
mode
do
where it's
that?
playable. There's one mode where it is playable.
Barely, yeah.
Yeah, it's like barely playable, and then the other ones are just like banned.
It's just
They
not
have to
even
like
playable.
they have to
ban
go
it, yeah.
into like maps in Splatoon and be like, okay, this one's not banned like in like Smash Bros because there's like Sage. It was just banned because poorly designed and not fun to play on. And like we don't want to do this.
That's
one.
crazy that Splatoon has to ban maps
Yeah.
to begin with.
I think
That's
it's like
so fucking funny, but also kind of sad.
it is.
I feel like I could have figured that one out.
Thank you.
Working for Splatoon, the video game.
Wait, Splatoon has banned maps even in the legal game modes. Like they have.
Yes,
That's
I
crazy.
believe so because some of the maps are just like they're like we don't play on these ones because they are so unfun and like unfair. You shoot in a straight line, and then they're like, "What if we added a car here?" And they put a car on one of the maps, and you could shoot under the car and hit the person behind it.
That's awesome.
Because they tried to stop snipers,
so
and snipers
awesome.
could still hit you.
It's
They just
so
added
cool.
a bunch of polls in one update. They called it
It's
the
the
poll
poll
update,
update.
because they're like, how do we make this like objective not be dominated by snipers? And they put a pole in the middle,
Yeah.
and everyone's like, this doesn't do anything. It doesn't help. It just was a pole in the middle of the map that you could not hide behind. The sniper it like explodes at the end. It just hits them anyway.
It's very
Like you could literally hit them anyway. It was
I don't know.
pointless.
I don't know if I made this up in my brain, but I'm pretty sure Mahi was like banned. Like even like Nintendo just took it out of the rotation of some of the fucking comp game modes at some point.
Yeah, I would not be surprised. Mahi Mahi is genuinely like so terrible.
It's so bad.
It is so small. It's like a map that starts small and then at the end it gets bigger.
But it's still, even in its bigger form, it is the smallest map of the game
Yes.
by far.
So the big version of it is the smallest map in the game.
It is,
and it's smaller when you start, so you just sit there like hitting the enemies.
it
over
is
and
the
over
size
again.
of this room, but only the rugs, and then it becomes the size of this room in general after like at the 1 minute mark. And it is dog shit, and you just pick E-liter 4K, and you stand on in your own enemy base, which the enemy can't get to because there's a single file fucking Congo line to get in. And you just sit there and you look at the opponent and you left click. And they're not gonna hit you, even if you're still, because their gun doesn't shoot as far, and they're playing probably on a stick with no motion controls. They don't have motion. So because your opponent has no motion, you hit them in the head or body and they explode and you win the game. And that is most of the maps.
I will open the game though for the final Splatfest. I will do that.
I will consider it.
I will open it because
I don't own Splatoon 3.
I will play
Bye.
on whatever team Marina is on, and I will pick that team. I'll pick whatever team Off the Hook is on because they're the only characters in that game. Like period. That is just a fact. They're the only characters. Marina and Pearl. Yeah, those two. That's true. Yeah, but as I was saying about like blinkers earlier, yeah, I don't know if I like the pens. I just I don't wanna like smoke as much anyway, but the pens, like they're good, they're strong, but mine lasted way too long, and mine also is like starting to fall apart after like one thing because I maybe fucked it up and took too long to use it. So like I just don't think pens are like.
I like Prismacolor Color Race. Those are good.
What is that?
They're really nice colored pencils.
Oh yeah, I think colored pencils are cool. I think I like third grade activities. I also like going on the
Bitch,
trampoline.
fuck you.
I like
Artist.
drinking my chocolate
Like,
milk. I like going to the
drinking chocolate
playground.
milk and
Is
eating
my
peanut
is
butter
my
and
fucking
jelly.
is my profession third grade activities to you? Kill
I like
yourself.
water without any ice, stale bread,
Oh yeah, you should try the apple thing.
You should
the newest season of The Simpsons.
jumping into Lake Fierce.
Jumping into Lake Fierce. Whichever thinks is a lake.
I think it's a
We
lake.
should do the debate.
Wrong.
It's a lake in Minnesota.
We should do the debate. So it's me, Bento, or the Southerners.
There's
Why
some
is
there's
that
some
so
debate.
different?
First of all, I'm not
Play-
associating myself with the South, even in like a hypothetical dream world.
Oh, I thought
I could
because
be
like
the
your
South.
forehead was the size of
Because
like,
I'm
the great
bald.
state of Texas.
Because I'm bald
I told you that one was a mess.
and I look like a redditor. That I should represent the South. No,
No, you look like you're from Maine.
From
That's like the
Maine.
south of
Maine.
the north.
Maine's not better.
Yeah, Maine is the south of the north. I think New Hampshire is really the true south of the north, though. New Hampshire.
Uh-huh.
I have a good debate idea for my topic card.
Uh-huh.
If you live in a haunted house, Are you a squatter or is the
I'd kill
ghost a
myself.
squatter?
I would kill myself.
What?
You kill yourself?
Yes.
You
No,
might
that's
already live in a haunted
If I live in a haunted, no,
If-
I don't live in a
I
haunted
think-
house.
Let me repeat
The only haunted
question.
thing in my house is my cat who fucking pukes everywhere because my cat is 8,000 years old.
Are
My
your
cat
cat,
is
are your
geriatric.
cat and your dog friends?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Let
My cat
me
avoids all living creature.
let me repeat the question because
If you live in a haunted house, are you the squatter or is the ghost the squatter?
Well, that's a very easy question. Do the ghosts die afterwards and then haunt the house, or does the ghost die before you
We're
haunt
both
the house?
squatters.
No, because if the ghost owned the house, you are the squatter.
Yeah, but if he doesn't get me out, then I'm gonna be a squatter, and then I'll
Then
own
yeah,
the house
you are-
eventually.
then yeah, 'cause you are the
If I
squatter.
live there for long enough,
I
it's
mean-
my house too.
But if the no,
Yeah, that's
No,
not
I
it's
can
a
give
squatter.
I can give the
It's a
actual
squatter.
answer.
the ghost can't call the cops and kick me out. Therefore, if I could stay there long enough, then it becomes my house. That's the squatter law.
We're doing the law shit.
Yes, that the law for squatters is if you are in a place long enough, they can't get rid of you. So if the ghost has been there because the ghost has been dead for like 50 years or something, the ghost has been there. The ghost is automatically unable to be kicked out now because the ghost has been squatting there. That's why no one gets rid of the ghost. You can't get rid of the ghost because by law they're protected. So the ghost can't kick me out there because the ghost can't call the cops.
Do squatters even if it's like a place where people are living?
Yes. It just it happened once. It happened once in
believe it.
Massachusetts. It was like a guy, like a grandma was like, she just didn't make the guy leave and was like, yeah, you're chill in the basement, and he stayed there long enough, and they're like, yeah, we can't get rid of him. She died, and they're like, yeah, you can't get rid of this guy. He's just stuck here. He has the right to live there.
Please cut that out.
Stop saying this.
Dude.
This is
Just
as bad.
Put a censor over it.
Okay. This is
You already cut
as
the whole
bad as when I was playing Arsenal, and every time I died, I would say like "fuck my ass," like very like violently, and I just kept saying that over and over.
Yeah, I
and
remember-
I said like I have to stop saying
You
this
got, like-
because someone's gonna hear me. I had my window open
Yeah,
like
you
towards
got
my neighbor
robbed.
to hear me.
Look when he got robbed in Mario Party and he was a Yoshi and he was like, prolapse my green asshole.
I
That's
wanted
crazy.
Yoshi's asshole to have a prolapse.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Set the record straight here. I don't want a prolapse. I want Yoshi to have it.
I also do not want a prolapse. I think it is an advisable decision. Yeah, I don't know. The fucking, like, the squatter thing, I'm pretty sure it's just whoever legally owns the house is not the squatter. So if for some
Yeah, the
reason
ghost would not be the
the guy
squatter.
who lived in the house and died and the house never got transferred for some reason and it's still in his name, then somebody fucked up somewhere, but then they're technically the legal tenant
Well, yeah,
and you're
I
the
guess
squatter.
I guess if it's
Am I
like the
fucking the
ghost
ghost
estate,
in this situation?
you can.
And if
You could
neither
ask.
the ghost or the
Neither
you
of us.
own the
Neither
house
of
at
us
the
are the
moment,
squatters.
then you're both squatters.
We both own it.
Yeah, we both.
If you
own
both own it,
eventually.
then
Neither of us are the
you're,
squatters.
no, yeah.
We're kissing and shit.
Here's what I think. I think that I used to be like really afraid of ghosts, but I think I would be. I think if the ghost was chill, I'd be chill with the ghost.
Yeah.
I think that we need to stop seeing ghosts as scary because if we see them as scary, they're gonna be like, oh, we're gonna haunt them more because I'm kind of pissed
I
off.
had
I'm
this-
kinda
That's
peeved.
just like given.
I had this
Yeah,
thing.
but why do we have so many ghost hunter TV shows? Why are we hunting the ghosts?
Yeah, why is Chris Bores?
Why is Chris Bores, irate gamer, did not rip off angry video game nerd? Why is he like hunting the ghost? The ghost should be chilling.
Yeah.
I would
I
chill. I would chill with a ghost if I had a haunted dorm. Like as long as the ghost is not 5 minutes of Freddy's jump scaring me. Like that's like a non-negotiable. You can't 5 minutes of Freddy. I don't like loud sounds.
I mean, I 5 minutes at Freddy's jump scare you sometimes.
But you're not like making like a scary sound. The ghost might make like the FNAF 1 jump scare sound. And if I heard the FNAF 1 jump scare sound while I'm sleeping, I think I might actually have poop evacuate my asshole like into my bed. It'd be a whole thing. I don't want that. That would probably be the last thing that I would want to deal with.
I remember when I was younger, like I did this thing where whenever someone would like tell a ghost story, I would be like, yo, if I saw the ghost, I'd be like, yo, what's up, man? I'm gonna beat you up.
Mark Wahlberg, the ghost.
Yeah.
If I was there, that would have done
Mark
that.
Wahlberg would have
If I saw the
unhaunted
ghost,
the house.
if I saw the ghost, I would have been like,
That's crazy. You start mewing. That's crazy.
yeah, when I was younger and basically when I was younger and someone told a ghost story, I would say, I would just start Mark Wahlberging it. Like the ghost was 9/11 and I'm Mark Wahlberg. That's how I would start acting.
I don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
Mark Wahlberg went on record saying that if he was on the planes in 9/11, that he would have stopped it. He was like, I would have gotten involved. I would have stopped this.
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg said he would have stopped it.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
something I would do whenever I heard a ghost
He
story.
would still be dead.
Yes, he would still be dead, but like I think that would be a net positive for humanity if Mark Wahlberg like was the only casualty on 9/11. I think that would legitimately be probably a better world.
Well,
Yes, because there would be a lot less
I
deaths.
might want
You're
to
correct.
animate. I might want to
Mark
animate
Wahlberg.
for Wahlburgers. So let's just like pause.
What the fuck is Wahlburgers?
Is that not Mark
Wait, you've
Wahlberg?
never heard of
Like
Wahlburgers?
6 out of 10
No.
burgers.
It's like, yeah,
It's like in every airport.
No, it's
It's
in,
Mark
like,
Wahlberg's
Massachusetts.
burger
in, like,
place.
It's
Never
in
heard of it.
Massachusetts, and I saw one in Key West, Florida once.
there's one in Boston.
There's many of
We
them.
should
I think
go.
they're only in the airports.
I want to have a Mark.
No, there's
Wahlberg
There's a
burger.
Wahlburger in Fenway.
Big fan of how the watch, which is controlling my phone camera, if I so much as brushed a little dial thing, it will zoom in. So I just looked at it and it was just zoomed in on the mic.
Oh, awesome.
That's actually gonna be awesome and dope. I think that's gonna be a good bit.
How long
Yeah,
has
like-
it been like that for?
I don't know. Hopefully
Oh.
not
Possibly
long, but,
years.
I
Awesome.
hope a lot.
Possibly
but
years.
like,
That's beast.
like I'm scrolling it, zoom in, zoom out.
How long have we been at this? Well, what's the time right now?
35 minutes. We still
got topics to talk about.
We still have a half hour.
We still have like the
accounting
southern
for-
versus the northern debate.
Yeah, I don't know what
I
this
don't-
debate is about.
I
Chris
don't
really
know
wants
what
to have a debate.
Have you watched the latest Yard episode?
I've not watched
No.
any of it.
Just
I'm
because
behind
Yard
a
did
little
a
bit.
Gen Z versus millennial doesn't mean we have to do fucking
Uh-huh.
southern.
Chris just really wants to do a northern versus southerner debate where
No,
she is a
no,
southerner.
I wanted to do gays versus straight, but there's too many gay people here.
That's fair.
Yeah, we outnumber
well.
Bento.
Why
Yeah.
can't I be on the
Fair
straight
enough.
team?
You can be on the straight team.
Okay,
I mean-
am I qualified to be on the
Okay,
straight
you
team?
can,
No,
you can't be
you
on the
can be on
straight
straight
team
team.
while you're like in a relationship with someone who's not a woman.
I'm
So
just
nobody
saying, like
says
in
my last
general.
name.
Okay, you're different. You're Bento.
Oh,
It's
is
like
it 'cause I'm
Biden.
Bento?
Like you're like Biden in that sense, but like we all say Biden. We don't.
Bento does not have dementia.
What
Bento,
the-
can you even eat Bento?
No.
Bento, why does your Discord profile picture have so much hair in it?
Yeah,
Dreams.
who is
I
that?
love
Who is
your
that
hopes.
green guy?
What?
Hopes and dreams.
Who is
who's
that?
the green
Aspirations.
guy?
Who is that green guy in
Who's
your
that green
The
guy?
green
Discord?
guy? I don't know. I just made a character.
Oh, nice.
That's
That's
made a
cool.
guy.
I
You
want-
draw that?
No.
It's a
Oh.
pit crew.
The fuck, I didn't
It's a
draw
pig
that.
crew?
It is a
Pig
pig
crew.
crew.
Picture
I
is
will
cool.
say that the emotion on your profile picture makes the voice correct on your
It
post,
does.
Fair enough.
which is very
I'll take
important.
it.
I get mad if the voice isn't correct on the profile picture. I have done that. That's why I changed mine, because if the voice is not correct on the profile picture, then the
Yeah,
feed
I
doesn't
think
work.
mine is Jessica from fucking what's the show? Craig of the Creek.
Yours is really orange. You like
Yeah,
like,
mine
bumped
is
up the
mine is
orange
a
on it.
like mine is this 5-year-old black child like fucking like people's elbowing someone in the middle of a boxing ring.
I can't. Your
So-
profile picture is like drenched in orange. I don't know what happened to it. It got drenched in orange, and I can't see what it is. It just looks like orange to me. It's like a bunch of different. It's just like.
I don't think my name really fits the profile picture. I just thought.
Well,
that
no,
shot
like your
was
voice.
crazy.
Well, okay. Well, your profile picture, because it is kind of like it just gets filtered out through my brain. Therefore, the voice does not change. But your profile picture has the right inflection for the
Uh-huh.
tone of your post.
That is.
Mine is been
good.
incorrect, and that's why I've changed it.
Well, yours also changes frequently to things such as House Michael Doctor.
And Bald Martin with aura.
Uh-huh.
That's the
Mine,
most recent one.
my
I have
profile
Walmart
picture
with Aura.
swaps between Lake from Infinity Train and a drawing that I commissioned someone to draw.
That
I
is
never
fair.
watched the 4th season.
You could skip it.
You look like you've watched Scavenger's Reign.
I have not.
I've
Wow.
watched Scavenger's Reign. Most of
Pause. I've watched 4 episodes of Scavenger's Reign.
I watched 10 episodes.
You finished it.
No, it was one episode more.
Oh, okay.
It's like 11. It gets better at the end.
It does get better.
It gets much better.
It's
at
not
the
that
end.
it's not good. It's just not. It's
Yeah, it doesn't. It didn't hook me
It doesn't hook you.
until
There's no
until
hook.
like I think episode like once they start doing shit with characters, I was like, oh, I get this now.
There's no hook. It is very interesting. There's no hook.
There is no hook.
There's
Yeah,
no hook.
I dropped it for like 2 weeks after watching the first 4 episodes. Same with Gen V. I watched like the first 4 episodes, got really drunk and like was lying on the floor. And then I said, this show is bad. And I never watched it again until later. And then I watched the rest of it with my roommate. And I was like, this is not terrible.
I want to watch all of Hilda again.
One thing I'll say about Gen V, the reason I stopped watching it,
Your mic's not on.
You know how people
Please
were.
answer that,
You know how
please.
people were.
Stop yelling it then.
You know how people will say like, "Oh, these makers, they're putting too many unnecessary."
These makers, shut the fuck up. Makers? What are you talking about?
You know the photo.
These makers? What are we talking about again?
I guess the creators of Gen
You have
V.
to restart that thought
These makers.
from the beginning.
Yeah, start from
You
the
know
beginning.
that. You know how people will complain about stuff having sex scenes, even though it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Gen V was the one time I was bothered by it. Like, the reason I stopped watching is when the character who can switch between man and woman is like getting fucked in the ass talking about, oh, I'm so jealous of this girl. It's like, okay, this is an unnecessary show.
You know, that's fair. What episode is that? Like the first like 3 or 4? 100?
Third or fourth.
Exactly.
I don't know. I've always thought about that. Like, what exactly makes it necessary?
That
Like,
is a good
is it
question.
from like a business standpoint, or is it from like a creative standpoint?
I mean,
Because it's as a creative standpoint, it's not unnecessary. There's nothing unnecessary about it. It's just the business standpoint of putting off your
In
audience,
Gen V, it
Yeah.
felt...
therefore being less marketable.
Well,
I mean, I
Gen
can make
V-
like an
Gen V was
anime
for shock value.
comparison.
Yeah, well, yeah. In
because
Gen
anime
V,
is
it was
pretty
for
bad
shock
on it.
value. In Gen V, it felt like they had they made characters have sex or do something sexual when they couldn't think of what else they could be doing
You
in the
think
scene.
you think that it was not for creative integrity to the plot? You think
Like
it was
there
for
was
shock
there was
value?
The
0
Boys.
You think it was
point.
for shock
Yeah, The
value?
Boys does that
Oh,
a
that's
lot.
lame.
The
That's
Okay.
Boys does that all the time, and I think season 4 went too far.
Yeah, they had a
went
they had
too
a
far.
scene in
Yeah,
one
I've heard about
episode.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've gone a bit far. They
Yeah.
went too far.
Because I was
It
gonna
was,
mention
like,
that
way
there's a.
crazier than. Cut that out.
I'm talking about.
Like me playing Arsenal, going like, I can't say fuck my ass anymore with the window open, and immediately like 5 seconds later I die.
No,
and yell,
but it'll
"Fuck
be
my
very
ass."
funny when like the viewers like, I wonder what
This is a recurring.
I wonder
bit
what
now.
Christopher's saying.
I'm
Yeah.
so glad I'm not editing these anymore. I'm just saying this is like the biggest weight lifted off my shoulders. I don't have to ever edit these ever
I will
again.
edit this one to censor.
Okay. I was gonna mention that kind of thing with like the sexting stuff happens in anime a lot, kind of, because there's like, for example, there's a show called Fire Force where there's
Oh, that fucking
fire
shit,
and
yeah.
there's force and there's dudes with fire. I don't even know.
There's fire and there is
Yeah,
force.
there's fire, there's force, there's a force, and there's the fire, and they do the thing. And then
I get it.
sometimes they just get like bored and there's nothing for them to animate, so they'll
There's
just
no
take one of the
point.
female characters and just do like an asshole zoom in show up.
Yeah, pretty much.
And they
That's
do
what I
that like
heard
the
about
entire
that show.
time. Or like something like Monogatari, which is like a very good story show, but unfortunately the main character is a pedophile, and so are all the animators.
Yes.
So it's
There's a-
unrecommendable
there's
because
a lot of
there's a lot of that
like,
shit.
Most anime. There's very
Yes.
little anime that is not tainted by either misogyny, racism, or pedophilia.
True.
Like there are some of them I will recommend, but I will always have the asterisk of like
Yeah.
this has this in it because it's fucking anime.
Like Monogatari is still a decent show, and Mushoku
It's not the.
Mushoku Tensei I would still recommend to people who like fantasy, even though the guy who is like arguably 13, arguably 50, fucks his like 11-year-old cousin, I think.
Well, both
Yeah.
of those
Which
are
that was crazy.
Anohana, great anime.
Yeah.
Great anime. Just rampant pedophilia in the first episode.
A little
Fully
bit.
Cooley.
Yeah.
Fully Cooley. Great anime. The main...
What the
maybe.
fuck is Fooly Cooley? That's like a
Fooly Cooley's great.
Bandy Namdi.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
spelled
it's-
FLCL, all caps.
I didn't know it was
But it's
fully
not
cool
fully
until
cool.
Bento turned it on my TV.
What's it? Bandy Nambi?
Fully cool.
The fuck did you he said like
Nathaniel Mandy.
I thought you were talking about like Bandai Namco.
No, I
I really keep going back to Nathaniel.
Fully Cooley is actually a very good show. It's probably I don't know if you would like say it's the closest anime to like a Cartoon Network style kind of show.
I would not say Cartoon
Ish.
Network, but it was definitely a format that when I watched it, I said, "Wow, I came here to look and to watch."
Yeah. It's like very. It has.
much
I
better.
don't know how to explain it, but it's very popular in America specifically because they just kind of got like vibes, if that makes sense. I don't think that's like a pedophile. It's about a little kid growing up, and the little kid is really into like this alien woman, but the alien woman doesn't do anything back. The alien woman is like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Well, the thing is like, the main it's a good show, but the main character, there's 2 or 3. I don't know if the girl from his grade it counts as a love interest, but there's 2 of them. There's one who's like in high school, and there's
Oh right, yeah, no, I forgot about her.
Haruko who's in her 20s, and very last episode they kiss. So like mild Epstein particles in the show.
Yeah,
Like
I guess that's true. I
feel
forgot about
like
the high schooler.
The only anime that I think I've ever watched that is like closest to not having any of those three things is like fucking like Violet
Plus
Evergarden.
size
Even
elf.
that has like pretty rampant.
Plus size. Oh.
that would not no.
Yes.
It's probably like fucking is like actually probably like that I've watched.
Uh-huh.
Probably like Violet Evergarden, but even that has like
Maybe.
misogyny like a lot in it.
Yeah,
Just like the main like just the love interest kind of thing. It's like
I would have to go through all of them in my brain.
I think
I think
fucking,
Ping Pong the animation
Dungeon
was
Meshi
decent.
doesn't have I think
Dungeon
basically
Mesh is
anything.
decent.
I've seen
But
a couple episodes.
I
of
didn't
it, I think.
watch it. I read it.
I
Yeah.
have not finished.
I'm
it.
not gonna watch
Wait, watched it
something
in, like, Call.
that's just.
I did watch it in call, so I missed like the first half of the first.
I don't know why
episode.
I would have watched something that is like has like lost charm from the original book.
That's
I just
fair.
don't want to read the book.
It's I read that shit in less than 24 hours.
Yeah, but I don't.
I'm
watch
just
think it was
not.
like
I'm just not a reader.
2,000
I'm a
pages.
watcher.
Yeah, I'm
That's
not
just
a
how
reader,
my brain
I'm a
works.
watcher.
I don't know the last time I read a book.
Put on some music.
Last time I read a book is probably
Well,
fucking like
I-
Great Gatsby.
If I put on some music, I'm gonna get really
A
distracted.
I'm
story.
so sorry.
We
Oh,
should just not
that
a
one
reader.
has stories and characters though.
We should
Oh,
force
stories of characters. Okay,
Bento
Gatsby.
to read A Doll's House.
To read a book.
You don't
Okay, well
wanna
I
read
read that
that.
one also.
Do you like that one?
No,
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 like
fucking
that.
I don't
sucks.
remember
All the
shit
single
about
human
a Doll's
being.
House.
There's a in our school. I don't know if any other schools on the planet had this, but our school specifically made everyone
Nope.
read A Doll's
There
House.
were other schools that had Doll's House. I
Okay.
figured this out.
Interesting,
It is not common,
but it exists.
It exists in other schools.
Yeah, that's
to
where
the
we
creator
recast.
of A Doll's House,
I hope you did.
I think he's dead.
Good.
Why I don't know what ploy you fucking did. That is a play script that, to be frank, is not great.
Uh-huh.
Like in my 7th grade opinion.
Ass.
Like 7th grade. No, it was not 7th grade.
It was not
10th
7th grade, it was
like
9th or 10th.
It was 10th. My 10th grade opinion was not great.
Dog.
And I read Siddhartha that year, and I thought that was fire. So
I didn't know what the
This
fuck
trash.
was going on
premiered
during
in
Siddhartha.
1879. This guy has been dead for maybe
Yeah, I don't know.
100 years.
I don't know how that
These
got into the high
ghosts
school
is
book
watching.
rotation, but
like fucking dude, I don't know. It's a dude that wrote that?
I don't know. Henrik Ibsen.
A dude wrote a
Henrik
Doll's House? That just seems
Ibsen?
wrong.
What I didn't. Yep.
Maybe like a girl wrote it and then it was just his name that was put underneath.
This is what he looks like.
what?
Yeah,
I mean, I need to see
you
it.
look like your wife loved you. I'm sorry.
He
You look pretty
would
hot,
have
let's be
loved
honest.
xhamster.com.
You look like you give great head, but like,
This looks
Sorry,
like
bro.
This looks
I don't know.
adjacent
I'm saying
maybe
some shit.
to
That's
to
fine.
Cybersmith.
I-
Like a
I-
Cybersmith adjacent
I've heard-
human being.
I've heard really good things like from
That's
different
crazy.
people. My poetry teacher liked the Doll's House, so I saw.
Oh, I just
You need
did
to put.
that to myself.
You need to put it. You need to make sure you put a picture of this guy and also a picture of Cybersmith on screen.
Yeah, this guy is a
That
Cybersmith
guy.
adjacent human.
Oh, shout out to fucking Cybersmith, the human pet guy.
Editor, can you put up a picture of?
That's not gonna go on YouTube. Maybe it'll go on Spotify.
I don't think Spotify has a visual format.
No, they
or-
do.
They
Do
do.
they?
They added
visual
video
format.
podcast to Spotify.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
I
I run the
use it-
fucking. Then I'm fine with that. I don't care.
I watched the entirety of Trolls 3 on fucking Spotify.
You're finding new formats to watch
Why?
this stuff. I watched
It
like
was
5
on
seconds
there.
of a SpongeBob movie that hasn't come out yet on Twitter like 6 months ago.
Really?
Yeah,
You
that's
didn't
been
see
circulating.
that?
Is
A
it,
whole
been around.
SpongeBob movie leaked on Twitter
The
like 6
Minecraft-
months ago and it's not out yet.
The Minecraft movie's also partially leaked,
Yeah.
if not
Give me this
fully.
shit.
I don't know.
No,
where it is. I
they
just know
took it off
it's
Twitter.
somewhere.
You have to wait until
They were
it
very
drops
quick
on
about the
Netflix,
Minecraft one to take it down. It is very
I
gone
saw
already,
the
but it's
photos
somewhere.
of it.
I am
I saw the
breaking
shape looked
blocks and
terrible.
shit 'cause I'm in fucking
I didn't see anything. I just I saw that it had been posted somewhere. I saw that it was deleted, and I saw someone
Well, it's gotta be
make a
somewhere. It's probably
shitty
on Reddit.
Minecraft
It's
recreation.
on
Yes,
Reddit.
Reddit.
Give me
There's
a
one
fucking.
more.
Go on r/.
Pull up
Minecraft
the illegal editor. Pull up the illegal.
The editor, put the Minecraft movie on screen.
Editor.
Editor, put the whole Minecraft movie on screen. Put it
Put it on screen.
out.
Put Subway Surface in the corner.
Editor.
Okay, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
The editor's him, by the
we're
way.
running in gold.
I
We're
don't-
running in gold cloaks.
We're in all white cloaks. In the world.
I really like.
Here's
I
a
had a,
YouTube
I,
thumbnail.
I like. I got 0 votes. One of my best Jackbox answers Yeah, that's
Just a
the
picture of
art
Jack
book dropped.
Black,
That's just from the
Minecraft.
art book.
Yeah, it's from the art book.
But,
And it was taken off Twitter.
What was I gonna say? I think one of my best Jackbox answers is where I just did this, but with all emojis, so it's just a left, right, left, right.
That
left,
wasn't
fist
readable.
down
Yeah,
emoji.
It wasn't able to be read.
Yeah,
You had to explain that one to me, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, I got it after the voting queue was done, and I pressed the vote button already. That was
I did not win. I got
Or
0
you
votes
hit like
on that.
point, fist.
Fist
And I was
down,
like, what the
down
fuck
arrow.
is that? These are just command directions.
I've been keeping this in here like this whole podcast. This is not on. This mic is not.
The mic is not on, it's
I've
just
just
in
been like
real
I've just been
noise
like
mode for some
centrally
reason.
touching it the whole episode.
That's crazy.
I've been going like this the whole episode.
We should not have given you the fucking laser cat shit.
This is my mic.
This is his mic.
I know. I have the
it's
laser
not.
cat.
It's not the laser cat. I was doing this before I drank
Did you-
any sip of the laser cat. I was going like before I had any
Cat
laser
spit.
cat. I was like putting my mouth on it. There's like teeth marks on this because I tried putting a lot of it in my mouth, and my jaw like really hurt because I like
Yeah.
I like unhinged it.
Yeah.
I was like that guy from that Disney movie, like Artemis Fowl, where he goes like,
Oh my
and,
god.
like eats the dirt and shits
I
it out.
loved those books. We should watch the movie, which I know is absolute ass.
That was like
Is this
that was
what,
an early
Percy
COVID
Jackson?
movie. That was
What?
an
No,
early COVID
Artemis
movie.
Artemis
Fowl.
Fowl.
Oh, Artemis Fowl is the name of the Okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
heard
yeah.
Artemis, and I was like, I don't know what this is.
Percy
I
Jackson.
I
That
was
show.
gonna say, I do not think that happened.
You all wanted that show to be so good, and then when they finally got more right than the movie did, you were like, "Oh, the show is so good. I love this show so much." This show's mid.
I didn't even know there was a
Let's be
show.
honest.
I read the whole fucking
I
series.
watched
as a
30
kid.
minutes of the movie on 420 2 years ago. Now
Let's be honest. Let's actually be honest. The movie might be better than the show.
More interesting.
I thought
Sit
the
on that
movie
one.
the
Sit on
movie
that one.
made me laugh a lot. I
Yeah,
was watching
because
the movie.
the movie is funny.
Well, no,
And-
I was
and then
laughing.
the show makes me angry.
Well, no, I have not read the books, and I didn't know the premise of Percy Jackson, so I saw, like, Zeus in New York, and I thought the concept of all the Greek gods just specifically being in New York was, like, a really funny concept to me. Like, why
That
do they
is really
choose New
funny.
York City? It's like
It is
that-
very funny.
Like,
Well, no,
New
I
York
just
City is not
realized-
even the
so-
largest city on this
I
continent.
just
Mexico
realized
City's a
about
bigger
me
city.
about me not being a reader.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
Mexico
sure the
City.
Percy Jackson series is the only series I've ever read, like willingly.
It's my favorite series.
I've read.
It is a
Warrior
good
Cats.
book series.
I
I also read the other Rick Riordan
I
stuff.
reread the first 3.5 books, first year of college, and they do hold up. They are still good.
Fair
Oh,
enough.
I got a friend reading.
You ready? Wait, I thought the Magnus Chase. I thought that was ass. I thought that was not great. I think I liked Trials of
Chronicles is.
Apollo, but I didn't finish it.
Yeah, I'm not even.
I definitely did. I definitely
Cave
stopped before
Chronicles
most
was
of this
good.
stuff.
The second, the Roman one was
What
good.
the fuck is Magnus Chase?
Magnus Chase is,
that
it's the Norse gods one.
Okay, yeah, no, I
and
only
it's
read the
not-
first
it
book
is
and I was
not
like, this is
good.
whatever.
Because the system is just way more confusing. The main
I think I
character
read
is
the
not likable.
first 3 of the Egyptian series,
The different one's good.
and then the first one of that, and then the Percy Jackson and the whatever the fuck was after
I
it.
think they were gonna make a movie for the fucking King Chronicles, but I don't know if it's still in production.
They should make a book story that's like good.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Just anyone.
Warrior
A
Cats.
book that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Read
Never-
Gideon the Ninth, and
No.
you'll become a lesbian.
Gideon the Ninth.
Bento, you should read.
Wait, you said
Warrior
no.
Cats
You said
Into
wait.
the
You said
Wild.
no. You said no off the bat. Do you know what Gideon the Ninth is?
No, I'm not reading a book called Gideon the Ninth.
Bento's not reading
Fuck
a book. You Bento's not gonna
No,
read
I'm like
a
half
book.
kidding. I'm still not a reader.
Gideon the Ninth is.
Have you
weird.
touched your Five Guys?
No.
Oh
I'm
my
not
god, I
eating
forgot the Five Guy
podcast.
was here. Yeah, he doesn't
Dude,
want.
we're recording a podcast. You're sitting over there
The
munching.
DoorDash guy was here.
Yes, I went outside to get it.
That was a minute ago.
Oh shit! I should call Brandon.
That was like 20 minutes ago.
So is this our last bit for the podcast? Is calling Brandon.
Seeing if we can get a call in from our missing member.
I mean,
No, we still, like,
How long have
10
been
minutes.
How long have been recording for?
54 minutes. So.
That's
We have
like
like
that's
10.
close to an episode. We could.
15.
He
Remember, we have
hung up
to
on you.
cut out apparently like
Oh,
5
okay.
minutes of it.
Yeah, I
It
don't-
depends on how much isn't being used. I would rather just censor, but there was a hole.
Dude, I'm watching this stream.
Hazman Hotel.
No.
Sorry, I came to mind. I've watched Hazman Hotel.
Oh, please get on the podcast. We want to call in so you can be on it for like 30 seconds. Okay.
I think.
I have an idea.
It's
I've
favorite
I
video.
was gonna say,
I
do you
won.
think that I think if iPads like came back in 2 years when
You mean for,
AI
like,
is
normal
like
people?
taken over, we're gonna get like Talking Ben Advanced.
iPads are still here.
Yeah, you
No,
mean for
but,
you're
like,
like normal
Most people I know own an iPad.
No,
I am
think
going
about it this
to-
way: the iPads that I used came back.
What the fuck
Like an
are you
iPad.
talking
You're
about?
talking about
Everyone
having an
iPad too.
iPad and being a child.
Are you
Yes.
talking about an iPad?
All
that we can
child
make
have
trailers
iPads.
And
Yeah,
that's what I was
iPad-
gonna say. Yeah.
No, but they bring back the iPad.
They're
2
just
with
not
Talking
using.
Ben
They're not
and
using
Talking
Talking Tom.
No,
Talking
no,
Ben.
no, that's not true.
They
Well, I mean, other than as a
used
meme.
TikTok,
Other than when the
I
fucking
used
memes
TikTok
started
and I saw a
happening.
video of SpongeBob shitting on Mr. Krabs recreated with Talking Tom only, and like
Uh-huh.
Talking Tom was yellow, and there's a red Talking Tom that,
What?
and there was 2 videos of SpongeBob.
There's a
the
red
same
Talking
video.
Tom and shitting
Yeah,
himself?
yeah. So Mr. Krabs is sneaking up behind SpongeBob, and SpongeBob like gets scared and shits on his
What,
face.
do you fucking run
SpongeBob
out of
releases
mouth?
poop out on his face, and they recreated it with Talking
What, did he
Tom.
rip ass into the microphone
Well,
and
no,
then wait
he's
for
scared.
Talking Tom to play it back?
No,
and then
it was like
record it?
they have a Talking Tom is like a Talking Tom movie maker, and they just like recreated
Oh,
it
yeah, I
with
forgot
like,
about
like,
that.
with, like,
Yeah, that is a
like
thing.
red Talking Tom and yellow Talking Tom and Talking
That
Tom.
reminds
is
me of
in
that
the-
like one Zooble video that's just like a witch like that's wearing like almost nothing and she's just getting random sexy poses and it's like I love drinking crude oil.
Crude oil.
I
That's the thing
hold
that the fucking
gallons of
Ryu video is
crude
made on.
oils.
Oh yes,
It's the same one the 4th of July video is made on.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Pac-Man.
I just thought that the Talking Ben trend was just really funny because it happened like the app was just not popular at all for so long, and I remember using it as like a child like years before that, and I had Talking Tom and Ben and Tom and Ben
We all had Ben.
on my phone.
I
It was
had
popular.
Talking Tom,
Which was-
I
which
had-
was
I had
very
Talking
funny.
Tom, I was Talking Tom.
I think that might have been a Daniel ism because he definitely also had them and he made great usage out of them for 5 years straight.
5 episodes.
Speaking of Talking Ben, we have started. Sometimes use Talking Ben for when we play poker.
That's true. Talking
That
Ben
is
is
true.
probably one of the
We
most
have-
fun poker
we
games.
Talking
have
Ben
put
cannot
poker-
win.
We have put Talking Ben in
Not
the poker
yet.
rotation, and we just ask Talking Ben if he wants to call, if he wants to raise, and then we just go down the line of possible options. And he says yes or no, or he like comes himself. And Talking Ben is a jobber. Unsurprisingly, when it is a coin playing the game, a coin flip,
No, okay.
it's not going to
so
be good
it
at
was,
the game.
It was a
So
coin...
Talking Ben is down all time drastically.
Alright. The first time we played, there was a 25% chance they folded, which was not great, and they did lose because of that. But then,
It was a 50%.
then
Oh, no,
no, it
you're
was,
right.
it was 25. Then we made it. Then we made it 1 in 16 that they fold, and somehow they still managed to lose. Like not ever go up once.
Yeah.
I think what they did once was they raised twice and then they folded next day.
Yeah, because they play fucking shitter hands.
I think poker is one of the most fun games I've ever played.
Talking Ben does not know whether his hand is good or not because he is in the screen.
No,
He can't see it.
What's great about that is if Talking Ben made it to the end, it's anyone's game because they're like someone realizes, oh shit,
No one
Talking
knows what
Ben's
Talking
still
Ben
in.
is doing.
Has Talking Ben made it to the end of any rounds
Yes.
with any hand of value? Has Talking
No.
Ben won a
No,
hand?
not with the hands of value.
Yeah,
Talking
wait.
Ben only folded with hands of value.
Yeah.
He saw his
Talking Ben
hands
had
of
a
value
good
and
hand
said, "Oh,
once.
fold."
Had like an ace 10, I think, but then someone had like a better hand.
Yes, I think that was true. Talking
Yeah.
Ben almost won, but there was an undeniably better hand.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Oh, my brain.
I did good on poker a couple days ago, and I had so much fun. Poker is a lot of fun, and now I get why people in Vegas do this. It's a lot of fun to play that game.
It is really good. It is really fun playing poker with a bunch of people who don't know how to play poker, and neither do I.
I'm learning
Because
but
everyone will just
I've gotten
follow the
better.
pattern of the game and not either they won't bluff or they will way over bluff Eddie style.
Well, Eddie dumps all his money. Like Eddie is
When we're
like
playing
a
Discord
cash
poker-
drawer. Eddie gives you money.
Yes.
Eddie just gives you money.
When
on
we're
purpose.
playing Discord poker, Eddie and one of Mike's college friends named Nick will just literally all in every single hand and they will never have a hand.
They'll never
And so
have
you
that.
just win the hand and they have to go to the bank for the 8th time and get more Discord V-Bucks to come back into the game. And so I think lifetime they are net down a couple houses, a couple families of money.
a couple of families.
Vast generational wealth has been lost. and they are potentially down millions.
No, Nick one
Frankly.
time got like $43,000.
That is true. One time
after,
everyone
like,
fed because Nick made everyone feed,
Remember
and then
when
he
the
won
game
and he
was
got 43,000.
Yeah, we
Remember the game was
made,
absolutely
I was not there for
broken?
that.
Oh my, that was
we actually
crazy.
did break. We broke Discord Poker by making it have too much money, and like the game just started like freaking out because it didn't know what to do with all that money.
The game broke.
What, did it
no
just
one,
not
no
get
one
right?
could see their cards.
Yeah,
Oh.
couldn't
There
see
was
the cards
infinite.
anymore.
There was an infinite like fucking like pot, because we could just
That's
keep
really
putting
funny.
your money into the pot and nothing would happen.
Yeah, you know,
That's
like
really
you know,
funny.
like Pac-Man, like when you get to like level 100 or whatever, and it's like the forbidden level, and you're not supposed to do that one.
Yeah.
That is what we got to that point in Discord Poker.
That's crazy.
That's the best way to put it.
That's crazy. Yeah, no, we had a bug the other day where one of Mike's hands just like was displayed to everyone in the room,
Yeah, that was
which was
true.
really funny.
Yeah,
We could
it
just
was
see
shown.
what he had.
Yeah, yeah.
And I still won.
True.
I still
No,
won.
yeah, it
I
was
know.
like that where no one could tell what was happening except McLean was spectating.
Uh-huh.
McLean could see all of our cards, but we couldn't.
Oh yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
I don't remember that one too
The
much.
thing I need to start doing more in poker because I think it's really funny is just like calling out my hand and just saying like I have a 9-7 and then I just do.
Last time
This is
I
very
did
funny.
that, I yelled out like I have a or like I got a high card because I saw that it said I had a high card, but I thought it would like put on the board, and I realized that was just in my hand. I just announced totally that I had a high card, and that
You
was
had
it.
nothing.
I had like a king.
Yeah.
I had like a king, but nothing else because like that was what we were doing. If there's like a high card on the board or like a pair on the board, we'd say, "Oh, I got a pair," or "Oh, I got a high card." I don't think I've ever been to Minnesota. I shouldn't be saying "Oh."
Oh.
What the fuck?
That's what I say in Minnesota.
Yeah, that is a
I'm from
Minnesota thing
Minnesota.
apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
do
not
you
been
say
to
"Oh"?
Minnesota.
Do you
I might
think?
move to Minnesota.
Are you from Minnesota?
Do you? I am. I've lived there for 11 years.
Oh.
How was
Um,
Minnesota?
1 second. I have a joke, but I forget the setup.
Trolled.
Bento's getting erectile at dysfunction.
I am not getting erectile at this function.
That's a good one. Someone took
yeah,
it
it's
from me.
funny.
Yeah,
You're not the first person to come up with that.
No,
man.
but I will say I woke up one morning. I was sitting next to one of my close
yeah.
friends in the bed. I woke up and I said, Bento is getting erectile at dysfunction, and typed it into my phone, and then I went back to sleep.
Yeah, I believe you.
I
believe
literally
that.
had that. I woke up and I was repeating in my head. I typed it in my phone and went back to sleep.
I believe
woke
that.
up with a tweet in my head and I fell asleep immediately. I said, "I'm done
That's
with this.
crazy.
I have my tweet."
That's crazy.
That
you
reminds-
did the thing you need consciousness for. You can go back to fucking.
That reminds
dreaming.
me-
repeating.
That reminds me of the dream I had last night where, like, first someone tried to cancel me on Twitter because I had the color red in my like profile picture.
So your penis sounds really insane.
and then after that, you in the dream you sent me a DM saying, "Hey, join the voice channel. We're having a hair war."
Were you losing?
I mean, me, yes, I am losing at the moment. Believe it or not, I'm bald.
You're not that
I'm
bald.
I'm balding. Don't let this hair deceive you. I'm pretty bald.
Your hair is just like a mystery.
I think
It's very bad. My head
Is your dad like this?
My head of hair is disgusting enough that if it was shown in the video, it would have to be like pixelated. The viewers can't see that. It's too disgusting.
Mosaic
Yes, my dad
sensor.
My dad did have my exact hairline. Apparently,
Didn't you try to like?
supposedly, yeah.
Did you like
Which is, like, where
shave your head
it
at some
comes
point, and then your mom said you looked like a skinhead?
Yes, I did try to go bald because I just don't want to deal like having hair is just
You
annoying
can look like slime.
for me because it looks bad. So I was gonna shave my head, and I decided to get my head shaved because I'm too lazy to do it myself. But I just went to like a place and got it done, and so I had a clean head of no hair, like just a clean shiny head. And then I went home with my parents, and they were like, "You look like a skinhead," and they
That's
literally.
why you need to polish it. You need to wax that shit.
You need to wax the hair.
You need to.
I did luck out from it because my parents did immediately go like, "We will literally pay for a fucking hair transplant as long as you don't go bald again. I don't want you to look like a skinhead."
That's crazy.
And so I was like, "Okay, yeah, I'll take that. I guess."
Dwayne is bald.
The Rock.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but The Rock doesn't look like a skinhead.
The Rock is old. Also, was a wrestler, and he doesn't look like a skinhead.
And you've
It's
got.
fine. I'm not saying that bald people
power
look fine.
dynamic.
Like I thought I looked
The
fine
Rock sells
bald.
me Zoa. I buy Zoa off The Rock at like alleyways. Like The Rock is like, The Rock wants you to be here, and I like pick up my Zoa. I feel like I can not do Zoa Blast. I can't show it on the podcast.
Yeah.
The Zoa Blast is a bit secret.
Yeah.
Do you think when
Not
Dwayne
to
The
mention,
Rock-
he made the best Roblox.
He did make the best Roblox game. I played that. I played the Black Adam experience on Roblox on my Lenovo
forgot about
ThinkPad,
that.
Do you think-
and it ran at 15
Oh my
FPS,
God.
and I destroyed a town. And The Rock was like, like sitting in a room, like it sounded like The Rock was sitting in like an empty room, like reading off a teleprompter. He's like, "Wow, Black Adam is really impressed with how you did today. You deserve a Black Adam T-shirt, and get ready to watch Black Adam in theaters, where you'll watch me, Black Adam, change the power dynamic of the DC universe." And I got a shirt.
Yeah, you got the cosmetic out of that.
Do you think when Dwayne comes his little head off, he says,
You can't say that.
"Zoa Blast"?
I think he does.
Do you think when Dwayne Johnson has sex and ejaculates, he says
No, not necessarily have sex. He just
Or-
I think it necessarily could
or
be
jerks
sex.
he
penis?
doesn't have to drink it. He just has to come.
You think
He
he's
says
gonna-
she says Zoa Blast.
When he just like wills it into.
I
wills
would
himself-
believe it.
Dwayne could.
Yeah,
He's The
he
Rock.
could probably just like flex and then do it.
I think he
He's
just
in
screams.
good movies. He gets it from his good acting
Zoa
skills.
Blast.
And he just goes like, oh! That's
He
how I
was in,
envision The Rock.
He was in like Jumanji 2.
He was
And
in
the first
Jumanji, both of
Yeah,
them.
but Jumanji 2 is the one I haven't seen.
That's a good one.
I haven't seen it.
It's like a funny
Is
movie.
the second one?
It's like actually
What's the
funny
difference
movie. I
between
like it.
between Zo?
Well, the second one is a comedy. The first one is like a 19.
Whoa, wait! Are we talking about the second Jumanji or the sequel to the second
Oh
Jumanji?
no! Okay,
I'm talking about Jumanji 2: Enter the Jungle.
I don't know if I've seen Jumanji 2 too.
Yeah, I have not seen Jumanji 2. I've seen Jumanji 2.
So there's OG Jumanji. There's Dwayne Johnson
Can we play
Jumanji
rivals,
1.
doubles?
Dwayne Johnson, I do not think would have had any method
Not
of
to
being in the
mention-
original Jumanji.
Not to mention,
I think it just
there's
wouldn't have been
another
possible.
one, Zathura. Technically counts as a Jumanji movie.
I've seen that on Cartoon Network twice.
What the
Fuck
fuck
is
is
Zathura?
Zathura?
It was like,
it's like Jumanji in
you only have
space, and like the kids
fucking-
get owned
No,
hard.
shit, I'm broke. I don't
yeah,
know
it's
what
it's Jumanji in space, and like
what?
their house like flies.
Oh, that movie!
Yeah, you've seen it. That one.
I haven't seen it. I've seen so many ads for it. Though.
I've seen it. I've seen it like twice, and I don't think I liked it.
Is this an
I thought it
actual?
was
Is
I'm
this
pretty sure the original Zathura was like meant to be a sequel to Jumanji, but I'm pretty sure the movie just like did not acknowledge Jumanji at
It's
all.
such a
I
great
can't say for
audio
sure.
experience.
I think I watched Jumanji. Like I watched part of Jumanji at a barbershop.
Yeah, it's Jumanji, Zathura, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. I don't know how I have this memorized, and then Jumanji, like the next level.
Jumanji is the next movie.
I can't. This is such a
Z-
great audio
Z-
podcast
Zathura-
experience. I'm glad we're just having these random conversations, and then one of us like remembers something, and we just go, "Oh!"
I've seen
Zathura. Jumanji is a sequel to Zathura.
Jumanji is a sequel to
Zathura came first.
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with anything.
I think it's this. No,
It's just
I
it's
think,
just
Are
like
you sure?
Jumanji in space.
I
I
love
think there's like an Easter egg
Jumanji.
in Jumanji that points to.
Yeah, but like no one gives a shit. No one watches Zathura unless you were on Cartoon Network.
Are you
like,
talking
watching
about the
Teen Titans
books
Go
or the
Reruns.
movies?
No, it goes.
What's a book? I thought it was a board game.
It goes.
I thought
Zathura.
Zathura was a book.
It goes Zathura, then it goes Jumanji, then it goes Escape to Africa,
That's right. I
the
watched that
the
movie.
fucking Madagascar movie.
Yeah.
okay.
and then it goes whatever one the fucking Rock was in, and then Black Adam. That's the progression.
Okay, we either end this podcast now and we play Rivals, or I drive home and I drink more and I play CS2.
Yeah, before
You're
we
fiending to do anything
before
that involves
we-
video games.
So yeah,
I can't drive back
we're,
home on avocado.
we
What's
should
the
end
total
it in a
time
moment.
at?
An hour and 8 minutes.
Okay,
There's
we're
one
good.
more thing I want to do before it ends. I want to show you a
Can I
fun.
moon the camera?
I want to show you a funny creature from Doctor Who.
Us
You're
or the
gonna give me a
viewers?
review?
Us.
No, a funny creature.
Editor, put the monster on the screen.
Which monster?
And not.
The green monster from Time My Pod?
Yeah, put the green monster on the screen. Any of your
Hold
choosing.
on.
What is that?
What do you think of
Who's
these?
this guy?
Bro,
Oh, I need to stand up.
Dwayne did something weird.
This guy looks like a thumb.
My laptop is slow, so the images aren't loading.
What is this?
It's a Centauran. They're like my favorite little guy from Doctor Who.
This looks like a high school teacher.
He would survive a car crash.
Yeah.
This guy looks like he was designed to like
He looks
survive
like-
He already has.
World War II. Yeah, I think he already has. Look at he's wearing a big old cast. He has no hands.
This is
Oh,
like
no,
if
he
you
does
try.
have
This
hands.
looks like the people who try to make like realistic Minecraft
No, there's this-
Steve,
there's
and he
this
just has
one-
a flat head.
There's
Looks
this
like
one
the
video
realistic
of like
Eddie.
if this human isn't optimal for car crashes, and that's what it.
Yes,
that's what it
yeah.
looks
Someone
that's
got a
true.
profile picture on a app that I have seen a couple times. I just know it's notable because I've seen that like profile picture like 3 times.
Awesome.
From the same person.
So yeah, that is just a creature I
That
like.
is a creature.
Yeah.
I appreciate the creature of the week.
Yeah, that one's definitely a creature of the week. Next week, my creature will be an Instagram reel that I find within the next.
Is that gonna be our new segment, Creature of the Week?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring
Creature of the week.
Bento really likes my creatures of the week that I send them on.
I do not like the
Reels every
Instagram
day.
reel creature of the every 4 hours minimum.
Have you seen the Instagram reels where they take the Joker Patrick Bateman like electricity like that image, but they
We need to end the podcast.
You sent
Let me
me
finish.
70 of them.
Can we end
Yes,
this
no,
shit?
let me finish the sound with someone having diarrhea in a toilet.
I think
like-
you
like
sent
you
me
hear the
18
full-
million of those.
Yes, but they changed the audio. I don't know if I sent you all the changed audio.
I
'cause
can't
don't wanna
tell.
send
They all
people,
sound like diarrhea shit to me.
No, this
'Cause
one
the videos
sounds
aren't
exactly
watchable.
like
Alright,
diarrhea shit.
alright.
Shout out to Eminem Funk, Aggressive Funk Remix.
Gym remix.
Gym Remix.
This-
That song's really good. It's about as good as the other fucking the song that guy played in the warehouse set where it went like wow wow wow. You know
That
what
one's
I'm
really,
talking
that
about?
one's really good.
This has
That
been
sounds awesome.
Idle Hell. This has been a very chaotic episode.
Uh huh. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Look up on your local government official.
Oh my
Browse
God.
porn.
I can do that.
I need you to send me this episode so I can censor out most of the things that I said.
Well, I'm
Well,
already
Brendan's
editing it.
No, I
Brendan's
need to make sure.
I can't believe I was named
Oh,
after
yeah,
a guy
before
who
the editing.
walked outside and got injured on purpose.
Is that true?
And that's
What?
like all he did.
Is that true? You're named after Benjamin.
We need to end this episode.
Benjamin
Bye
Franklin would
bye.
have loved X Hamster.
Bye.
I will say
love
that.
You.
Well, he would have loved Jeffrey Epstein.